Assalamu alaikum, peace and blessings. I pray that all is well and everyone is in the best of health and spirits. It is your sister, Denise Renee Muhammad, and my brother, Sean Ali. We're coming on this evening for our Health and Wellness Power Hour. So, as you come in, go ahead and share the video. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. Brother Sean, Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
All is well. Walaikum assalam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So today our topic is taking preventative measures with your health. As we're in the so-called cold and flu season, we're in the first day of winter. So we want to do things to prevent cold, flu, and all of these other things that are going on in the world. So let's talk about it, give our people some solutions and some things that they can do naturally to be healthy.
Hmm. Yeah, that's ain't that something?
Right.
I mean, well, and that's a people make money off of it. That's a good topic, but when we looking at things, that prevention is it's too big of a word, and there's too many things that could happen to for us to keep using that word because like with the COVID, we take it's a virus, right? And
Hmm.
it's an airborne virus. So
Right.
if I walk in a room where there's an airborne virus floating around, I can't see it, right? And I'm it lands on me, right? Or I breathe it in. That's it's like I mean, it's hard to prevent things. So what we know is that the stronger I make my body, when it encounters something, it can easily overcome it.
Right. Right.
If that makes because
Yeah.
it's
And
go ahead. Uh-huh.
one thing that just came to mind is I saw one of your live streams about creating a healthy lifestyle. So
Yeah.
really, that's what we want to focus on, that healthy lifestyle, which will automatically, strengthen our immune system, will be, working like it needs to work in order to stay healthy,
Right.
right?
Right. Exactly. Just like the term boosting my immune system. I mean, okay, now. So okay, now. The first line of immunity is our hair, skin, and nails, right? So we
Right.
learn this. So how do you boost that? That keeps something out. You have white blood. I mean, in the second line is innate. It is called innate immunity, meaning willy nilly. So we have white blood cells, phagocytes, macrophages, all of and it is several other immune elements to that second stage because it could be a viral infection, a bacterial infection, and these require different responses.
Right.
Then you have adaptive immunity, which is the T cells, the B cells, the memory cells, where and these are and they respond to different circumstances that can happen in us. So if we want to be because we have people that do all of these things and we still encounter things.
Right.
We still right, we still can go through an imbalance. Some of us within the day is over, 2 days, 3 days. You have people, man, I was going through that for a whole week. Okay.
Yes.
And that's our lifestyle is the preventative measure.
Right.
It's not a food, it's not an element, it's your because if we're not these things on this board, breathing properly, moving something, getting sunlight, properly hydrated, proper nutrition, and rest. This is what
Yes.
strengthens the body. We can't say, okay, I'm going to eat, but I'm not moving something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm going to breathe properly, but I'm not getting sunlight. Well, any one of these weaken the immune system.
Right.
they impair the so instead of saying let me boost my immune system, let me not weaken it.
That's key.
Right.
Right.
See, right, right.
Right.
Because like I said, if I go into a room where there's a viral infection and I come in contact with it, I inhale it, I breathe it in, I eat it, I touch it, right? One of these communicable diseases.
Yes.
Now, it's almost impossible to prevent me from encountering it, but I can make my body strong enough where it can easily overcome it.
Right.
That's where I like going from
Yes.
that angle better because it's more effective, it's more realistic, it's in tune with how we are created.
Right. Living according to our nature. Like, right.
Right. I mean, and for instance, one of the responses of a viral infection is elevated temperature or what we call a fever
Mm-hmm.
because viruses live at 98.6 degrees, which is our body temperature. Right? The body
Right.
can't go lower in temperature because then rigor mortis is going to set in. You on the dead side.
Exactly.
So the body, one of the immune responses to a viral infection is to raise the temperature. But we call it a fever in layman's, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you can't boost like that's a response because it's trying to kill the virus.
Right.
So in you know creating that healthy lifestyle, that's the key. Creating that healthy lifestyle is the key. Now, that's where we're going to start at and go from
Yes.
there,
I
right?
like that. I
Right.
like that.
And most of, like I said, the things on this list, a lot of us we can't move properly because of our jobs and our situations. So we know that the number two actual cause of death is poor diet and lack of exercise. We know that a lack of exercise is a phenomenon. A lot of
Yes, it
a
is.
lot of people are infected by the sitting disease, being sedentary, right? So if I'm living a sedentary lifestyle, vitamins, minerals, nothing else, nothing can boost that, right?
Right.
My-
You gotta move something.
right. Because when you lead a sedentary lifestyle, your metabolism you everything in the body lowers, isn't impaired, is working slower, right?
Right.
The lymphatic system. Let's take so the T cells, the adaptive immunity comes from the lymphatic system. The T cells and the B memory cells. They come
Mm-hmm.
out of the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system does not have a pump like our cardiovascular, the veins and the arteries.
Right.
The heart doesn't beat. So the lymphatic system moves off of gravity and exercise. So if you aren't exercising enough, then when it comes time for adaptive immunity to kick in, you have weakened your body because the lymph node that the lymphatic system needs you
It's
to
limp.
move.
Right.
Move. See, we're gonna crack. All right, come on, man. Come on.
Right. It's limp. It can't move.
It can't
Can't
move.
do what it's supposed to do. Right.
Gravity and muscle contractions is what moves the lymphatic system with the lymph nodes, the lymph fluids, the adaptive immunity cells that come from that.
Right.
So you feel like
Mm-hmm.
rest. Let's look at rest real quick, right? So I go through the day. I went to the gym. This is a regular day. I exercised, I ate, I worked, all of these things. So now I have stressed my body out. I worn it out. I've used things. So it needs to recover. It
Right.
needs to repair, regenerate. That's where rest comes in at. So when I go to rest, right, the body does, when we say the body heals itself, and this is, it's during the rest process.
Yes.
I open my eyes and I feel better. I could have went to sleep feeling tired, drained, man, okay, get in the bed, my body does what it does. I wake up, I'm refreshed. You
Right.
can't boost that. Like, you can't boost that.
Exactly. You have to actually get some rest.
And we
Yes.
will confuse, and I'm saying this because we will confuse the side effects from a lack of rest with being sick.
Wow.
I've been on a triple overtime. I've worked
Right.
graveyard
All
shifts.
nighter.
I'm doing so, and I've weakened my body, but I don't realize this. So now the next day I didn't get rest, so my body didn't repair. So the next
Mm-hmm.
day, now I'm dealing with the accumulated damage.
Right.
Right now, I'm my nose is sniffling, my eyes is draining. Man, I got a headache. My bones is creaking. I'm getting that arthritic
Yeah.
stuff. Right.
Right. Uncle Arthur.
Right? And I can go to all of these external elements, but as soon as I get a great night's rest, I got a
Yes.
question real quick, sis. And I'm going
Yes.
to use myself for it. How many of us had a, like, we're going to take a week, have had such a tough week, right? By the end of the week, you look 20 years older. Right? You look in the mirror, you don't
Right.
even want to look in the mirror. You go to sleep, you might sleep for 12, 16 hours straight. Look, wake up, and you like, man, I feel young. Look young, right? The body has reversed.
Right. It healed itself, repaired itself.
You ready? We go through that. Like, damn, what'd you do? We can see people that we know, we can see them go through looking old, then they're, damn, you look young. What'd you do? Wow.
Like I rested.
It, that's
Yes.
usually what their answer is.
Right.
Right?
And we sometimes don't realize the importance of getting an actual good night's sleep, good night's rest, you
Right.
know?
And this is where that's the true preventative measure is
Mm.
rest, because you have to get through your regular day. Today is
Right.
Wednesday. No matter if you weren't sick today, you could have made money, you could have been happy. It could be your birthday. Happy
Grinded.
birthday. Right? When the nighttime comes, you have to get a good night's rest so your body
Yes.
can recover.
Right.
That's the preventative measure.
That's it.
Now, that's one of the hardest things for us to do. I can't quiet my mind. I can't quiet this. I'm
Right.
having these thoughts. I'm anxiety. We
Or
will.
yeah, or don't want to turn the TVs off in the
Mm,
bedroom, or you gotta have a night light. That light,
mm.
that light interrupts the process of that melatonin releasing from the pineal gland.
And I don't recover. I
Right.
don't repair. I don't regenerate. So now I'm chasing rest. Rest isn't on this particular list right here. But now I'm
Okay.
chasing these. And usually we'll trace water and food. Oh man, let
Right.
me get some alkaline water. Let me get some sea moss. Let me get some moringa. Let me get the. We'll chase things that, okay, yes, I'm not taking nothing away from these. But if you are breathing properly, moving something, getting sunlight, man, listen, and rest,
Right.
you won't even worry about hydration and nutrition.
And
Because
the
your body,
body will automatically want to rest at a decent hour before 10. By 9 o'clock, sometimes I'm ready to
oh,
turn it in.
you're fine. And because we're talking about preventative measures.
Right.
Now, we wake up under stress. The cortisol awakening response. This is how the body wakes up. It uses cortisol, the stress hormone.
Right.
The circadian rhythm is what connects us to the universe, right? So as the part of the earth that we are on rotates away from the sun and gives us what we call nighttime, the pineal gland starts to produce melatonin, which is
Right.
our natural sleep enhancer. Now, the light, the noise, the thoughts, they will fight that melatonin. They will, so you can, oh, I'm tired, and still push yourself to be up,
Right.
right? So now your body is producing cortisol to keep you
Keep you
up,
up.
right?
Wow.
So you had, look, and listen, okay, oh, listen. Look, so this is the pineal gland, is right here.
Yes.
So when that's where the melatonin is coming from. But our thoughts and all of these other things will activate that HPA axis, which is the stress axis. So now I'm having cortisol and adrenaline pumping through my body,
Right.
keeping me up. It takes hours. We hear about don't eat before a few hours before you go to sleep because
Right.
your body will be in that digestive state. Well, if you are producing cortisol, right? If you are producing cortisol, that's worse than your eat. If you eat before you go to sleep or you stress yourself out before you go to sleep, the stressing out is worse than food
Wow.
because it takes your body processes cortisol is like a sugar rush. It's energy,
Yes.
right? So your body has to use insulin and process cortisol like it would sugar or glucose. So now we throw the whole chemistry of the body off. So when we're looking at preventative, and I'm saying all that to say, when we're looking at preventative measures, we should not start with food or water. We should start with rest and breathing, exercise, and sunlight.
Right.
Now we do have some
Yes.
things, since because what is one of the things that keeps us up? The thoughts,
Yes.
right?
Those racing thoughts. Right.
Or
Can't quiet your mind.
right. Or I can't put down what I'm doing.
Right.
I don't know how to stop. I can't make myself stop at a certain hour to go get some rest. So we could talk now. We can now see
Right.
right. Because even if you are sick or if you're healthy, you still need a good night's rest to stay healthy.
Exactly.
Right? Okay, so now let's look at that process. Let's look at the one of the biggest health infractions is a lack of rest.
Right.
Right? So we have some things that can help with that. Right, sis?
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Right.
Lavender, diffuse.
Mm,
Put that in your diffuser or put few drops in your hand. My goodness. Well,
it's all good.
put a few drops in your hands and rub your hands together and take a few deep breaths. Inhale and exhale
Mm,
to yes, and that's gonna help. It's lavender is a natural relaxant. It's a natural um anxiety reliever. It's gonna immediately within 22 seconds calm your mind so that you can get a good night and you'll wake up feeling refreshed,
mm.
feeling rested, feeling ready to seize the day.
Yes, 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 yeah,
Yes.
yes, 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 yes. And and that's what we want. We want to be
Right.
able to stop. We want to be able to put that limit on that part of our life because if we go over 9, 10, 11 o'clock, if you want to wake up and fall asleep in the same day. You don't want to wake up today and go to sleep tomorrow. How many?
Right.
I used to be guilty of that.
Oh
12:30,
gosh.
1 o'clock. Oh man, let me go ahead and shut it down.
Right.
But I've
Let me
already,
research this one last thing.
but it's already too late.
Right.
I've already damaged myself. I've already lost that day. So even if I had a great physical day, even if I did all of the things on this list, I just lost all of it.
Right.
I wiped it out. And now tomorrow, it's going to be impossible for me to wake up physically stronger tomorrow. So I'm going to wake up, man. If I go into that room where those communicable diseases are at, my body it
Mhm.
won't be strong enough to prevent it. And if I do get it, my body probably won't. It'll take longer because I'm already in a weakened state. If that makes sense.
Right. Makes perfect sense.
Right. So stress is another reason we stay up.
Hmm.
We've done something, went through something, seen something, heard
Right.
something.
Or just thought about something
Man,
that happened months and years ago and it has stressed you out just by thinking about it.
I can't let go. Right?
Right.
I wish I coulda, shoulda, woulda. Man, just let me go back one
Yeah.
more time. And we can replay that
Right.
moment because that's the only opportunity we have to redo it again is in our mind.
And yes.
And the more significant it is, the more it could take us because I changed it in my mind, but when I come back to reality, it's not changed. So I go back.
Right.
Now I don't
Mhm.
and I don't even want to come to the present because I can't change. I can't make that effect. And that becomes stress and it keeps us up. So
Right.
sis, you have some beautiful things that can help, right? What's the
Oh
book?
yes.
Yes.
You when you're talking about stress, eucalyptus is the
Mm,
first one that comes to mind because it immediately lowers your cortisol levels when just from inhaling it. And then once you're able to de-stress, and it's also soothing to the mind as well. So you'll be able to de-stress, soothe your mind, get a hold of yourself, and relax.
hmm. And you'll get a great night's rest.
Exactly. Exactly.
Then you will give your body the time and opportunity it needs to
To repair itself.
right from your regular day or from whatever you're going through. If you're going through
Right.
something, right? So if you look at your life and you like, okay, well, how much rest do I need? Every day. Every day.
Every day.
Every
Right.
every day is the goal.
Not once a week. Stay up all late all week and then take one day of rest.
I know they say I know sea moss is the thing, and I'm not knocking sea moss. I know sea moss and is the thing, and you think if you take it, you'll be healthy and strong. I guarantee you, if you get a great night's rest every night, right, and you start to register it, you will never be sick.
Wow.
You would you will never be sick. You can't eat your solution,
Right.
even if you can't drink your answer. Your body is
Right.
designed to
That's
heal itself. Well, when does it heal itself? When you stop moving it.
when you get yourself out of the way, right?
Right. So one of the other things is exercise, right? Because our immune system travels through our cardiovascular system and our lymphatic system. So those are the vessels that our immune cells travel through. White blood
Right.
cells are pumping through your blood right now, right? So you can
Mm-hmm.
test your white blood count. You can see you can test and see your white blood cell, and you can see, well, okay, is if my immune system is good or weak, because your white blood cell count will tell you. That's your first
Right.
one of your first lines of immunity. They pumping through your blood looking for something to do. Just looking, right? So
Wow.
when we exercise, this strengthens our heartbeat, which strengthens our blood pressure, which strengthens our veins
Uh,
and our arteries. Because the arteries, the blood or the immune cells have to travel through the arteries to whatever part of the body. So if we
right.
have impaired or high blood pressure, that means your arteries are like this, constricted. See, your arteries
Type.
should be, but when you're looking at hypertension, high blood pressure, one of them
Yes.
is constricted arteries. How are your immune cells going to pass through your
Can.
arteries to get to where they're going?
Wow.
You're eating the sea moss, you popping the pills, you drinking the water, but your arteries are constricted from high blood pressure. You have a high heart rate. So the normal heart rate is 60 to 80 beats per minute. Yours registering at 90, high 80.
Wow.
Boom. The cardiovascular system, it can't disperse the material to get to the area. This
Right.
prolongs that recovery. This prolongs that battle.
Yes. And that's another benefit of lavender oil. It helps to relax those constricted arteries. So
Because
it
it
helps,
mhm, mhm,
yes,
mhm.
it helps to relax it so that blood can flow through and
Right.
everything else that needs to flow through.
And I know
Yeah.
they asking, well, how does it do that? Easy. Because when you breathe it in, inhale it, right? It
Right.
calms you. As you calm, your heart rate calms. As your heart rate lowers, your blood pressure lowers.
Lois. Right.
As your blood pressure lowers, your arteries
Mathematics.
they open up. Ooh, we got blood flow. Ooh,
Right. Right.
we got blood flow. So this is that physiotherapy. So
Yes.
right, because physiology is the function of the parts. So when we're looking that energy level that the body in looking at that preventative and how it needs to overcome. If
Mm-hmm.
I'm if I have a cardiovascular system that's operating on 100, no matter what gets inside of me, bacteria, virus, my body can easily send the material to it.
Right.
Bing, got it. Locked in. You right. When you eat something, you don't need to eat as much because the food that you eat is being dispersed on time, properly,
Right.
right? Not just going to, because the arteries carry the new material to the cells. The veins bring that old waste from it. So when you're looking at the veins, being able to remove those toxins, remove those heavy metals, remove those carcinogens, remove those dead cells, remove
Yes.
all of that material that you don't want inside of you. See, we talking
Powerful.
right now. I'm trying to
Powerful.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yes.
This is and this is why exercise is important,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the reasons. And when we're looking at, these answers and these solutions, I need my body functioning properly.
Yes.
I need it function properly. I need that exercise. I need that rest. You're looking at oxygen, breathing properly, right? Every cell in the body is an independent entity. Even though groups of cells can work together to make my hand, right? My face, right,
Mm-hmm.
right. This is groups of, but each individual cell is its own entity. Each
Right.
individual cell has its own energy production and what's called the mitochondria, which is the work engine of the cell, right?
Right.
So when we're looking at energy, because we hear, oh, I took this for energy, I took that for energy. Well, what is cellular energy? Cellular energy is only two elements, oxygen and glucose, right? Inside of the mitochondria, it combines oxygen, it metabolizes oxygen and glucose to make ATP. So the immune cells that we need to function, the white blood cells, the macrophages, all of
Mm-hmm.
these things, they all have a mitochondria. They all have their own energy production.
Right.
So when we aren't breathing properly, glucose is sunlight, and we're not getting enough sunlight. The body doesn't have the main two materials to make. So look, so you got you have something going on in your body. These immune cells need to go and do their job, but they don't have enough energy. So the
Right.
white blood cell, the macrophage, it doesn't have enough energy to eradicate and remove because I haven't given my body what it needs to make energy.
Right.
This is the preventative. See,
Yes.
this is the preventative. Because we'll sit in the sun when we don't feel well. Man, I'm not feeling too good today. Let me go, and we'll sit by the window with our little tea,
Right.
soak up the sun. You know what I mean?
Right.
We'll do it as a byproduct. We'll take vitamins and minerals as a byproduct.
As an afterthought.
Right. We'll exercise. Oh man, I'm gaining weight. Let me go to the gym. It's the way. Like this is the preventative actions that would be preventative because this is what goes into creating a healthy lifestyle.
Exactly. Do
But
those things ahead, just incorporate that in your daily life as much as possible.
and what's the oil that will help me get up and move something?
Peppermint.
Yeah, there you go.
Peppermint.
There
Yes.
you go. There you go.
Yes. And then when you inhale peppermint, it actually helps you to take in more oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
So you're breathing in, you're getting that stimulation, that alertness, and
Mm-hmm.
it's able to, when you have more oxygen, you're able to exercise longer. So you're getting all of that in one, at one time.
That's right.
That
That
stimulation.
to go into the exercise.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
And the purpose of exercise is to bring more oxygen in your body,
Mm.
not to grow. Not to grow muscles, not to get your butt big, not to get your thighs big, not to get a big chest, like
That six pack.
none of that. The purpose of exercise is so I'm moving myself harder to bring in more oxygen.
Right.
That was the main purpose of exercise because oxygen is medicinal, it's nutritional, it's in
It's the breath
everything.
of life. It's life.
It's life, man.
Life itself.
If I find you dead, I'm not gonna give you no sea moss.
Right.
I'm not gonna give you no alkaline water. I'm not gonna give you no vitamin B12. I'm not gonna give you no protein shake. I'm gonna give you mouth to mouth resuscitation.
Right.
I'm gonna give you to make you take in oxygen so you can live.
Right. Right. Right.
right?
Brother Sean, can you read that question on the screen? My eyes are.
It says, okay, that's a great see. This it says that it's cold in Chicago. Walking isn't that a good idea. What else can I do? Walking, you don't have to leave your house to exercise. You shouldn't have to leave your house to exercise. If you have to leave your house to exercise, you're probably leading a sedentary lifestyle.
Hmm.
When That's why I had the Move Something campaign, where
Right.
the first thing you do when you get out of bed is, okay, hold on. Look, I got my handy weights here. Oh, wait a minute. I got my life cycle here. See, these are pedals.
Oh, okay.
See, I
Yes.
don't have to leave my house. I have my trampoline. I got a little.
Yeah, you have a
I got
mini gym.
I got my weight. I got my weight vest. I got my um. See, I got my little anklet weights, wrist weights. I got my little hand weights that I put on. I'm not going to the gym because there's something called communicable diseases, right? I'm not going outside to exercise. I'm going to strengthen my body in my house
At home.
before I go outside.
Right.
So, right. So when I do go out my door, oh man, shoot, brother Sean, ready. Brother Sean is ready, man. You know, right? Because we will forfeit exercise because we can't go outside. We will forfeit exercise because for whatever reason, whether it's too cold or whatever. And
Right.
that's where the conundrum comes in that. And no, I can walk right here in my house.
Right.
I'm in a townhouse. It's 3 stories.
Especially if you have stairs. Go
I'm
up
telling
those
you,
stairs a few times.
I'm telling you, okay, now go ahead, sis. Because this is a good pop. I just want to say real quick, being sedentary isn't about whether or not you exercise. Being sedentary is measured during the daylight hours. If you sit for 20 to 30 minutes at a time, you are leading a sedentary lifestyle. For
Right.
every 30 minutes of sitting, it requires 5 minutes of action. So, when I tell my clients, you set your alarm for 20 minutes. When that alarm beeps, you get up. What do? You don't sit no more. That's what
Look, do some jumping jacks, run in place.
I'm stretching, I'm
Right.
bending, I'm not sitting down. So the sitting disease is when you sit for more than 30 minutes at a duration during the daylight hours. Even if you got up and you worked out in the morning, you worked out at lunch, and you worked out before you went to bed. If you sit 30 minutes at a duration during the day, you are leading a sedentary lifestyle.
Right.
So that's more important than maybe a designed workout,
Yes.
if that makes sense.
That makes perfect sense. Brother Kelvin say, move it, move it, move it.
You bet.
Move
Hey,
something.
move it or lose it, right?
Right.
Right. Move it or lose it, right?
That's
And
right.
they just make it so easy for us to be able to move it. Like I said, if you can't walk, if you have a desk job, this here, you can sit it on the ground, you can sit it on your desk, right? And you could do an upper body workout. You could set it on the floor and you do a regular workout, with your leg. But you're
Right.
moving your body, you're moving your metabolism, you're moving your circulatory system, you're moving your blood, you're opening up your arteries. See, when you start to exercise, them arteries, boom, man. You
Wow.
ever see one of them bodybuilders with them big old veins and arteries? Man,
Yes, sir.
you better not get cut, gonna bleed.
Right.
Gonna bleed out.
Awesome. Awesome. See if we have any more
Yeah.
questions. But yeah, that's good. Yes, I have.
And that this is a part of, like I said, the word preventative. We're gonna use it just for the sake of that's what everybody knows. But we really
Right.
want to change that language to creating a healthy lifestyle. So no
Right.
matter what, I'm making my body strong enough for everything. I don't care what it is, man. Come on, bring it
Right.
on. Bring it on. Hey, sis, I used to look to get sick. They
Right. Just
don't
as
even know, brother
right.
Sean. Man, I used to try to make myself sick just to test some of the things that I learned. So I'm not
Right.
just telling y'all this because it's something that I just studied. No, I used to try to make myself sick so I could test my herbs, so I could test the essential oils. And Sister
Yes.
Denise she know because I would call her and be like, sis, man,
Right.
I'm trying to do this and I'm going through and I would let her know my discoveries and my theories and everything else that I was going through.
Sure did.
Yeah. Oh, your brother's a sign. I don't. This is how we got to this list.
Right.
If you,
Yeah.
if this in the essential oils help you with everything on the list.
On that list. Sure does.
They will help you either help you to get up and move, to help you to sit down and stop.
Right. Get some rest. Help you get a good night's rest.
What? You man,
Yeah.
what? Yeah. And
And
if
if
you
you
want
can't get outside and get sunlight, the citrus oils like lemon, I
to
call that sunshine in a bottle. That
sunshine in the bottle.
stimulates your white blood cells
Right.
for your immunity.
Better than those supplements you could take.
Right. And you don't have to drink it, eat it. Just inhale. Take the top off and inhale. So yeah,
And a
our
lot of us,
solutions are simple.
right. And a lot of us, we follow the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the Nation of Islam Minister Farrakhan, and
Right?
how to eat to live. We're striving to follow that. And in there,
Yes.
he teaches us that fasting is our care.
Right.
Fasting is doing nothing, especially eating and drinking. So if
Right.
I eliminate eating and drinking, sunlight, move something, breathing properly, and rest. Man, okay,
Right.
see? So we can have fasting as our care. Because
Right.
usually let's say we go through something, a lot of us aren't even hungry when we go through something. You might have to force yourself to eat because your body is built, is fighting. So hunger isn't even on your mind. We'll go through something and lose. Man, I gotta eat. I'm losing weight. My body
Right.
melt, right? So he teaches us that fasting is the cure, but usually we've gotten ourselves in that weakened state because of these three things.
Exactly.
And they will prevent you from getting a good night's rest. If you're not breathing properly, man, that's the worst type of sleep. Oh my. Oh my gosh.
Won't get any sleep.
Man, especially the people next to you. Ain't nobody sleeping. Like,
Right.
you got to keep nudging them. Like, man,
Right.
if you didn't move something, man, it's one of the best ways to make yourself tired is a good workout.
Yes.
Right? Sunlight. Man, if you didn't go out there and get that sun today, your mood was off. You might have been depressed. You might have been anxious. You might have been nervous,
Irritable.
angry, scared. See, It's hard to get
Yes,
a good night's rest. These are the things that the body wants and needs.
that's right.
So instead of saying, I'm going to prevent, I'm going to create
Create a healthy lifestyle.
that can withstand. Because, hey, no weapon formed against me. Oh my
Shall
God.
prosper. That's right.
How do I put on that whole armor of God?
Come on
Oh,
now.
man.
That's another show right there.
Woo, man. See, okay, now the health and wellness armor of God.
Right.
Ah,
Teach. Beautiful, beautiful.
yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yes, sir. Well, this has been wonderful. And yeah,
Yeah,
create
family.
that healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, we definitely had we have an amended show tonight. So we didn't we had I mean due to circumstances, so the time didn't permit for us to have a full length show, but we wanted to come and give our
Right.
audience and you something. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
right. We wanted to come and show
Yes.
you
We
something.
striving to be consistent with this.
Yes.
Like you said, things that come up. Life is life.
Oh man, we single parents.
Right?
That right there. You don't even need nothing else. We are both single parents.
Exactly.
And man, so that's enough right there. That's another show, like you said. We're gonna talk
Right.
about that one too.
All right, family. Thank you all for tuning in, Brother Bomo and Brother Kelvin. We appreciate your interaction. And you all that watch this on the replay, share it out, share the video. Sharing is caring. And with that being said, we will leave you in peace. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
All right.